Hey guys, welcome to another Hammond Collection review on Jurassic collectibles. This is one I've been excited for. This is the Pyroraptor, and as you can see straight from the packaging, this is night and day compared to the mainline Pyroraptor releases we have received. If you look at this one on the side of the packaging, it looks so spot on to this creature's appearance in Dominion. You can see on the back of the box, we've got so much plumage on this figure, I cannot wait to get it out the box. And we have a little bio. And the bio reads, when Kayla Watts and Owen Grady crash land on the frozen lake in Biosyn Valley, they are ambushed by a perilous Pyroraptor. Nice alliteration. This feathered dinosaur with eye-catching colouring is a threat both on land and water, and the encounter leaves them on thin ice in every sense. And this is, like I say, one that I have been really looking forward to. I think the Pyroraptor was just a very hard figure for Mattel to get right in the main line. I don't think they did get it right. We never got a figure that really felt true and authentic to the Pyro. And everything I've seen of this figure corrects the issues that I had with the previous release. So I did get two of this figure, had to get a couple of Pyroraptors for obviously some toy photography, pulling this one out, putting the tail in. Oh, I'm not sure about that. I don't know if I put the tail in the right way. How do we go this way, maybe? Oh, that tail does not feel like it wants to go in all the way, guys. Or maybe yeah, do you know what that looks like? That is in all the way. Okay, so let's get our Pyro figure posed up. This figure is already feeling very interesting to me. There's some interesting things to talk about here. Cool, so we will bring our camera down. And this, guys, is a awesome looking figure. Really, really cool. Just look at that presence it has in the studio straight away. This is a great looking dinosaur. So the tail, you can see there is a little bit of sort of almost plastic rim to it there, which is kind of hidden. But then you have this tail that is made of rubber. So you can bend this tail with all of this thick plumage and this paint, and it still bends, which is awesome. So you can get some very cool, very dynamic poses with the Pyro. You do get the black kind of plastic there, but you get a thick plumage of feathers on there, and just look at that texture work, guys. That is fantastic. And what really stands out with this new edition of the Pyro is these arms that we have here. So you can see there is just so much feathering on those arms. Now they are very thin. They do look a little bit sort of weird with the way they kind of come down from here. But do you know what? Compared to what we had before, this is a lot better. And you can see on the other side we have got the same. You have those feathers. That just looks really nice to me. I actually think that you can get some really cool poses going if you play with this one. Now the head sculpt here looks fantastic. And what I really like is there's two tones of colour on here. So there's a light brown, the black. You've then got the eye. You've got the teeth, which again, like Delta, are much sharper, much more visible. If I grab my phone torch light again, just going to grab it from across the table and we shine it on the figure, you can see that looks really, really good. And actually that figure with a little bit of extra light on it really does pop. That is such a cool figure. Really, really awesome. Really, really do like this one. The thing I found interesting about the articulation is there is a Gallimimus style joint in the neck, but it's a hidden joint. And I don't think we've seen Mattel do that so far. So you can see it gets the up and down motion, but the joint itself is hidden, which is very interesting. So we get all the usual movement you sort of come to expect. You can get this figure to do some pretty nifty poses. I think we sort of want it to really have its hind legs like that. You can see I can quite happily play around with it, get it in some poses. Now, because of the feathers, it does have a slightly different centre of gravity, so you are going to need to really play with that a bit to get it to a point where it wants to balance itself. But once you do that, you can get it in some poses, like you can see, with the feathers off the ground, plenty of ground clearance. And man, this is such an improvement on the last Pyroraptor. I really, really like this one. I like the sort of fading on the body for the paint as well into the feathers. This just looks fantastic. That paintwork at the end of the tail again. And again, you know, the black colours for the underbelly as well. This is night and day compared to the previous release. So I'm really happy with this Pyroraptor. I'd be curious to know if this is a release that you guys were happy with. Do leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts on the Hammond Collection Pyroraptor. Make sure to like, favourite and subscribe. And until the next video, take care and have a great week.